Good morning. I hurt my back yesterday somehow. I don't know if I slept weird. It's very painful. But I do have a business meeting today with one of my business partners in the city. Not like major meeting where I have to get like suited and booted and stuff, but I'm struggling to even put on my socks, which is not ideal. It's really weird pain. It's like right in my very lower back, almost like my coccyx, my tailbone. It's very weird. Kind of like kicks the breath out of me when it twinges, when it hurts, if that makes sense. Anyways, let's try to get these socks on. Oh, fuck. Ow. Oh. I think this is what it's like being old. Oh my god. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, fuck. This may seem like I'm being dramatic, but oh my god. Okay, we have like our toes in, which is the hard part. Okay. Okay, we have one sock on. Fucking hell. Oh my god. No. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. It's gonna be a long day. This really puts into perspective how you take your body for granted, like when you're able-bodied, and you really just take for granted things like putting on your socks, like getting up and down off a sofa, just living your actual daily life. You really take it for granted until all of a sudden you're in pain doing a really mundane thing. Ow, fucking hell. So the dogs are out, we've had breakfast. I'm going to attempt this stuff. I don't know if it's the muscle or the bone that's sore, but we'll attempt this stuff. Hopefully it doesn't run down onto my asshole, because then we are in for a very, very bad time. It feels like it's my bone, it feels like it's my tailbone, but I didn't do anything to it. I was packing a bag yesterday, so maybe it's not the bone and it's like the muscles in the lower back from being like crouched. Maybe I slept weird. I don't know. But it's very painful. And I have shit to do today, so I can't afford to like not be functioning. It's now 10 to 11. I have to leave here in an hour to get into the city for 1. So I'm hoping, praying to sweet baby Jesus that this works. Oh God. I'm gonna smell like cinnamon. Oh, I think it's there. That's what it is. What muscle is that? Gluteus medius? Is that like the top of your ass? I think it's that muscle that I've hurt. By doing nothing, like if I went to the gym and hurt it, then I'd be like, okay. But just like packing a bag, I think that makes me officially old. I think that's it. I think that makes me officially an old dude. I'm just lathering this stuff on as much as I can.
The gold is nicer, isn't it?
The gold's cool as well, yeah.
Well, I think we should mix them, wouldn't we?
I think so, yeah. Or even like we can identify the more expensive pieces in the line, like this higher end one, and put them into the gold one, and then you almost have 2 tiers.
But I reckon, like, by the time we have it done, they're €275 for a fucking ring. We're going to be €79 at max.
Yeah.
I've got them down to 18.
So we'll be able to just crush on volume.
I've got them down. I've got the price down to 18 to €20 max for the rings that we're doing.
And actual silver and stamped and made in Italy as opposed to made in China. Yeah.
Because the office is independent of it's stamped hallmark. Your man has no hallmark because he's in Germany. He doesn't have to hallmark.
Yeah. So I think the fact that we can hallmark it, it's actual silver. It's made in Italy as opposed to made in China. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So.
And then the price point, it's like it's unthinkable. Like these guys are chalking like a 200% markup on some of their products, which is insane.
So do you want to have a launch? Is that something you want to do, or do you just want to put it up on the website?
I don't know.
I'd say it just goes well on the website. You can have a launch then if it doesn't. You can have a launch date try the website first. So spending money.
That's the thing.
And then we can have a launch date and invite people.
We can do a launch party and all that sort of shit, but to what end? Do we really benefit from it?
Yeah, of course. We spoke about it.
Home from business meeting. The BAM definitely got me through the meeting, but we're still in serious pain. We have like a stack of pillows here so I can actually sit up straight. Manchester United versus Arsenal on the phone. Xbox to distract me from the massacre that's about to happen in Old Trafford.
Moisey lost his job, but it never ever felt as bad as what it is now. The only thing that you think hopefully will keep these players, their energy levels up, you've got to turn up for every game. And when I hear the goalkeeper saying we need a reaction, how many times have you said that about this team throughout the season? We need a reaction. And obviously they got a cup final in a few weeks, so do you know what? They've just got to turn up and put a performance and own how bad they've been.
It's the next day. My back is still very sore. We're about to head into the city where we do our football podcast every Monday. So about to head into the city and do that. And then come home, do a little bit more kind of tidying up, do a bit of laundry, pack a bag. This isn't level and it's kind of bothering me. It says it's level but it doesn't look level. Pack a bag. It's a little early to pack a bag, but you can just whatever. I'm going back to America in July, and I've kind of just like packed some essentials already away. I've been kind of thinking lately about the amount of clothes that I have, and there's a part of me that thinks, do I just have this amount of clothes because of the videos that I make, and I have this kind of thing where like the videos need to look fresh or need to look new like all the time, and is that becoming an issue? Like I don't actually buy that many clothes, but is it a case that where like my wardrobe was so refined for so many years, it's starting to lose that refinement because I'm adding pieces into my wardrobe to build it out a little bit more for the sake of the videos, and I don't think that's a healthy thing. I don't think it's a sustainable thing. So I think I need to like rein it back in and reel it back in, and I think I need to cull my wardrobe a little bit more. I really want to simplify my style. I think it's already quite simple. I think it's simplified quite a lot in terms of like the classic menswear, the vintage aesthetic, so to speak. But I think I want to refine it even more, if that makes sense. Let's go to our podcast. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We were remote, but we are back in our beautiful home studio.
Woo!
Damien is here.
I am indeed.
Looking fantastic. What do you think is the best way to go about this, folks? So I put out a poll.
The waterfall feature.
I put out renovate Old Trafford or brand new stadium.
As long
40% want to renovate Old Trafford and 60% want a brand new stadium, and that is 894 votes on that tweet.
That's not shocking.
That's not shocking.
Yeah.
I'm going to read out the tweets in a bit, but let's
so I don't mind the new stadium as long as it's not one of these modern bowls.
Bowls are the way to go.
It's like a fucking...
The army bollocks, the shy. So I just realised that I recorded a few of those Q&A questions in slow motion. Re-answer them really quickly. First one was, how do you do the click click clap? It's real easy. Click one, click the other, clap. You just do it in a quick sequence. The second one was, how tall am I? 5'7", 5'8" on a good day, like thereabouts. Not very tall, below the global average. The third question was, how are you genuinely? And I said, much better now. Last few days I was kind of down, the internet kind of kicked me around a little bit and I was feeling a bit sorry for myself, but much better now. Next question is, where is your son? So I don't have a son. Ethan is my nephew. Ethan also has his own life, goes to school, has his own friends. Ethan does his own thing. He's not a prop for videos. He gets in videos when he asks to be in videos. I never ask him, he asks me. When he asks me, I say yes. So that answers that question. Do you have brothers and sisters? Yes, I have an older sister and 2 younger brothers. So I'm in the middle. How many perfumes, colognes, fragrances do you have? A lot. Yeah, I have a lot. Recently I've been kind of gravitating to just a few, and I haven't been like spreading out throughout the whole collection as I used to. I think it's because when I moved, like when I was in my old apartment, they were all out on display, so it was easy to kind of see them all and grab them all, but now that's not the case. And as I said earlier in the vlog, I'm trying to like simplify my wardrobe, my closet, my things, and that will include aftershaves, colognes, perfumes, whatever you want to call them. But I do have a video. I'll leave a card up there to my fragrance collection video. It does need a slight update because I do have a few more since then, so I might record that tomorrow. And then yeah, but I do intend to kind of refine, consolidate clothes, perfume, watches, everything, and just really simplify it all. Do you have a girlfriend, a wife, husband? No, no, and no. I am a single, straight male. This one's hilarious. Are you trans? Asking because of the tattoos. So no, I was born a male. I identify as a male. In my tattoo video I explained the tattoos under my chest were just there to fill a gap because we're going to cover the whole front. But no. Do you know Conor McGregor? Is he nice? Despite us both being Irish, despite us both being from County Dublin, I do not know Conor McGregor. I don't know if he's nice. I only know of him what the media publishes about him. Yeah, punching all men in pubs and his alleged antics behind his wife's back. None of my business. I don't know the guy. Never met him. I'm not a combat sport fan, so I can't say I know much about him other than what you read on the internet. So, what do you think of Andrew Tate? There's only one Andy Tate.
Miser, that was Wayne Rooney, he tried and he tried. Best mates with Fergie. Next Tuesday, April Fool's Day, he's the biggest fool in Manchester, and that is you, David Moyes. You got the job on the technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing, you are a fool, and you are a waste of time. Good night.
Why do you support Manchester United if you're Irish? So, Liverpool and United would have very large Irish followings because a lot of Irish people would have travelled from Ireland to Manchester and Liverpool, which would have been industrial cities, working class cities. A lot of Irish people would have travelled there for work. Thus, football is an easy way of integrating into society. It's an easy way of making friends, finding common ground, everything else like that. You work all day and football becomes your outlet. So that's why a lot of Irish people follow them two clubs. My granddad was one of those people that went to Manchester for work. So my dad grew up there, and then when he came back to Dublin, he was a Manchester United fan. Therefore, I was a Manchester United fan, and yeah, that's how and why. How did you cure your eczema or psoriasis? So it's psoriasis. Eczema and psoriasis are very similar, but they're not the same. So I have psoriasis, and it's not cured. You can never cure it. I still have like a bit of dryness or a patch under my eye here. So you have like flare-ups where the symptoms are very visible, like you would have seen in some really old videos. Or I'm quite lucky that when there's no flare-up, my skin is the way it is now, which is quite clear. So it's an autoimmune disease. So when the immune system is triggered, there is a chance of a flare-up. Not always, but sometimes. So I've had flare-ups after like getting my neck tattooed. So this very first neck tattoo that I got, I had a flare-up directly after that. I had a flare-up when I was like in school and under a lot of stress and pressure with exams. I've had a flare-up when I was working in a very stressful retail job. So pretty much anything can kind of trigger it like that. How I cured it, or how I manage it, so to speak, because there is no cure, is two things. One, a really good moisturizer, like a good skincare routine, and a moisturizer is absolutely essential to that. A good quality moisturizer is essential to that, because what that does is that kind of combats the symptoms when they're there. It'll help reduce that redness, reduce the itchiness, and make living with it a little bit more comfortable. But the most important thing, and it's the hardest thing, and that is getting into a healthy mindset regarding psoriasis, because the biggest issue with any form of dermatitis, especially if it's autoimmune like psoriasis or eczema or anything like that, is generally stress makes it worse. And when it's bad, we tend to stress about it, so you get in this like really bad like vicious cycle of it's bad, then we stress about it, stressing about it makes it worse, then it's worse, then we stress about it because it's worse, and then we get in this kind of cycle. So I kind of got into the mindset, especially when I was just making the videos. I couldn't just stop making videos. I couldn't just stop living my life because my skin was like bad. So I just kind of forgot about it and just got on with it, and I just went about my day to day, just focused on treating the top lining symptoms, the redness, the itchiness, the flakiness, by moisturizing, and then just forgetting about psoriasis. I just didn't think about it at all, and then yeah, it slowly but surely clears up. It's a very, very difficult thing to do, to like flip the switch in your brain, but trust me, the second you do it, it'll get much, much better. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I really hope it makes sense, because I know it's such an awful thing to deal with, to have to live with, but it's part of who we are, but it's never who we are, and that's important to remember that. Plus, like, millions of people all around the world have some form of psoriasis. I think it's 1 in 5 people have some form of psoriasis. So some have it like me, where it can be very, very bad. Some have it even worse than me. Some have it very mild, where it's just on like their elbows or just on their knees, or very small little patches. But yeah, like, it's extremely common, and I think the more you accept it, the better it becomes, if that makes sense. What is a meme that lives rent free in your head? There's a couple of them. So do you remember that TikTok? It was like, bing bang.
Your life! Bing bang! If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong. What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo!
That lives rent free in my head. Like, just randomly going throughout my day, I'll just be like, bing bang. That Chick-fil-A one, like, no Chick-fil-A sauce?
I like the buffalo sauce. No Chick-fil-A sauce? No Chick-fil-A sauce.
Or what's that old Vine one? I think he like throws a frisbee away.
Oh god.
What the fuck, Richard?
Yeah, oh man, Vine was the stuff. Or actually, right now, that Sketch Kid, what's up, brother? Yeah, that lives rent free on my head. Like, special teams, special plays, special players.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Special plays, special players.
So this one's a funny one. How are you so rich? Did you come from money? So I'm not rich, like at all. I only quit my day job about this time last year. So I worked in retail for like 15 years, lots of different retail jobs. First ever job was in like a Tesco supermarket, packing frozen peas for like €6 or €7 an hour. Then moved into like clothing retail, and then worked in a few different clothing stores, and then went back to college. My background is in photography and digital media. Went back to college and studied marketing. Worked for a magazine, then worked for a menswear company, and then worked for a cosmetics company. And then about this time last year, I quit that job and started doing social media full time. Once my following kind of continued to grow and was sustainable. So I still had a day job when I had 1 million followers on Instagram and I had 900,000 followers on TikTok. I still had a day job. I only left the day job because social media was getting a bit busier and my day job was suffering. So it was a case of like I either turned down more and more work from social media or more and more opportunity from social media to allow my day job to not suffer, or I quit my day job because it's not fair on them. They're paying me a salary to do a job. I quit my day job and I give social media everything that I have, and that was the decision that I made because that's kind of what you have to do. If you see an opportunity and you want to go for it and grab it, you kind of have to hit the ground running, I guess. But no, from a working class family, went to normal school. Both my parents still work their normal day jobs. I hope and pray that I earn enough money one day to retire them and I can look after my whole family. That is what I'm striving for. I don't have ambitions to like own a Ferrari or own 10 Rolex watches, or own a huge big mansion. I just want to make sure that my family's looked after. I want to be in a position that I could potentially start my own family one day if I meet the right girl. So yeah, I'm not rich. I don't come from money. I'm working on it though. But there's also a really good quote from Bob Marley when he was asked if he was rich.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what you mean?
You have a lot of possessions, a lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life.
And I think on that quote, we'll end the Q&A right there. So I noticed once again, I forgot to end the vlog. So I'll end it now. I'll see you in the next one. I love you guys. Goodbye.